Dr. Obi? No. Ian Doyle is also indicated. Sarah Louise Mulligan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, do you want to take the hot seat, Sarah? So you have 5 minutes and then I'll open up the questions. Sarah?
Okay.
There.
Hello to my fellow Irish citizens. My name is Sarah Louise Mulligan as I sit here before you as your presidential candidate as a proud Irish woman with a BA in Humanities from Dublin City University and a Masters in Business Entrepreneurship Leadership from UCD. I've lived a life of service and action. I worked as a carer during COVID, studied elder abuse and completed my psychology thesis on elder abuse in a domestic situation. I then trained as a trainee acupuncturist for the past 3 years. After 2 decades as a performing artist and activist, I'm now called to politics to be a voice for both the young and the old. Ireland needs real leadership that listens, acts and delivers. That's why I'm running for president. Ireland is at severe crossroads. Our streets are unsafe, our borders are open and our voices are being silenced. I say enough is enough. Together we can save Ireland and make it safe again. The safety crisis in East Wall. Considering the young Irish woman jogging in East Wall recently was brutally attacked by a foreign man who shouldn't have been here.
Excuse me
His
a minute,
3 month.
I've asked the correspondence that was issued.
Yeah.
We have to, all candidates have been asked to be aware of the code of conduct for councillors.
Yeah, that's fine.
We've asked that
Yeah.
everyone complies with that, and some of the language you're using there relates to breaches section 9, so I just ask you to bear that in mind.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so literally this man got a 3-month sentence, okay, which is literally a slap on the wrist. So there is rising crime and it's often linked to certain immigrants. So this is a wound. Huh?
I've asked, there are things I will ask you again,
Yeah.
Sarah Louise,
Okay.
to please, there is a code of conduct here, language matters.
Okay.
And I have said that at the start that this had to be complied with. It's a requirement that we have put in place. If you cannot comply with that, I will then ask you to vacate the seat.
Okay, so anyway, bearing in mind what happened to Aisling Murphy. So I'm going to move on to immigration. Illegal mass immigration strains our resources and fuels crime. I would be a president that will stand up for our country by enforcing strict immigration laws and deporting illegal entrants. Irish safety comes first. I'll move on to the cost of living costs. Ireland has the second highest cost of living in the EU, 42% above the average. Childcare costs €220 per week. Dublin rent averages €2,300 per month. And Irish births have dropped 20% from 2013 to 2023. Young Irish couples can't afford to start a family in this country. So I believe in putting Irish families first, okay? So when we look at affordable homes for Irish families, we're basically literally housing too many illegal immigrants. Defending free speech. Free speech is under attack. Citizens are silenced for questioning immigration or woke ideologies. Look at Enoch Burke. He had his savings removed. It's so funny. I stand with him and I stand with Elon Musk. I believe in free expression. As president, I will protect your right to speak without censorship. Honouring our elderly. Our elderly people are facing abuse in nursing homes. I worked as a carer in Benevan Manor. Okay, RTE Investigates did a programme. Do we remember watching it? RTE reflected what goes on behind closed doors. I did my thesis on elder abuse in a domestic situation. I feel very, very strongly about that issue, which is not spoken about in the media very often. Now, as I said, I have a master's in entrepreneurship, and I think it's absolutely disgraceful the way all of these Irish businesses were closed down. Okay? I would be a president who will help businesses reopen, especially Irish businesses, okay? Because we need to give these Irish businesses
Thank you, Sarah
grants.
Louise.
Thanks, Lord Mayor. Thanks, Sarah, for your contribution, despite attempts here to shut you down. And we saw the results of the denial of free speech in America last week when Charlie Kirk was shot dead for expressing his opinion. It's the people who will determine who is president of this country, not the fascists in this chamber.
Councillor Steenson, is there a question?
Thank you for your contribution, sir.
Okay. If there's no further questions, online, there's a hand raised. I can't see who it is. Who? Councillor Paddy Monaghan. Is he gone?
Oh, no, I'm here.
Councillor Monaghan.
I just wanted to say, given that the candidate for nominations raised healthcare, my dad, and she raised older people as well. My dad has been taken great care of by people who are predominantly immigrants, and how would she see healthcare surviving without them? Thanks very much.
Corlo McDonagh. Corlo McDonagh.
Well, like the previous speaker, I'm going to make this or ask the same question. The would-be candidate mentioned, in fact, where she works. I happen to have a relative in that nursing home. And her fellow workers, who are mostly migrants, people who have come into this country and work here, are they aware of the type of bigoted views that she's expressed here? Has she expressed that to them? Are they aware of that? Because I think people should know.
Councillor Pepper.
Sarah, thanks for your presentation tonight. And it was wrong from other councillors to laugh at you and mock you in here
Questions,
tonight.
please.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to say fair play to you and well done for speaking out from Benevan. I see other councillors spoke out about it, but they didn't turn up to the Benevan nursing home when the problem happened.
Questions? Corlo Callaghan, and then that's it. Mary?
Thanks very much. I too have a relative in that nursing home, and I go there at least twice a week. And the almost, I would say 90% of the people there are from different countries. Yep. And I want to thank them for their amazing work. Okay. And I hate to think,
okay.
What would happen to our elderly if we didn't have them.
Thank you. Right. Very brief replies, please. Ms. Mulligan.
Okay, so first and foremost, the good Malachy Steenson, we spoke about Charlie Quirk. So yeah, I would be a fan of this man, and I would dedicate today's speech to him. I'm all for free speech, and I know my Twitter account has been heavily censored. So the other question about healthcare.
Keep going.
Okay, I'll keep going. Okay, the other question about healthcare surviving without immigrants. First and foremost, I don't have an issue with immigration. What I have an issue with is illegal immigration, okay? And if we look at the healthcare system, there has been a Nigerian man who raped elderly people, okay?
We have to be, I'm sorry. I cannot have a situation, excuse me. I cannot have a situation.
This has been in the
news.
news.
Excuse me, I'm the chair of this meeting, not you. Okay? I'm not having issues like that raised. I don't know, none of us know
it's been
the legality.
In the news.
Sorry. I'm the chair, I'm determining what happens in this chamber or not. Answer the next question, please. You have 50 seconds left.
Okay, so we spoke about Benevan Manor, where I worked, okay? And I worked with lovely, lovely people that were from different countries, okay? And yes, we do need a certain amount of people like that working here. But they have to abide by Irish rules, okay? And at the end of the day, I'm all for keeping our country safe. That is my main message. I believe Ireland needs to be saved. We need to close our borders very, very fast. We've allowed too many of these people in who are committing crime right, left and centre. You can agree with me or disagree with me. I will go to my coffin, and I will always speak up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Time has passed. Time has passed. Thank you very much. The next candidate is Dominic Plant. Dominic Plant, I think, doesn't attend.